Hello, man here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 on Stitzer, Wisconsin. Here, since last episode, finish up the baling here on our large alfalfa field. Moving on to the small one here. We'll get this field done here this episode. Hopefully, it shouldn't take too long to finish this field here, especially with this baler. Again, just kind of reduce that down a little bit, somewhere in there. Sure, that should all be good. Nice thing about this baler, again, I don't really technically have to follow the windrows that were laid down, so I don't have to worry about, keeping that course by course and making, just bale it all up. Nice wide pickup on that baler. Speaking of bales, by the way, we've got, I don't know, once we're done saving here, we got a handful of bales on here. Not a whole lot, actually. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 12. 12 bales. Wow. That does not seem like very many bales. It seems like we should have more bales than that, but I don't know. What do I know? Okay, well, anyway, speaking of not enough bales, let's go pick those bales up here a minute. We'll get these bales taken off here. Yeah, we're just going to lift them off. Most of these, by the way, I believe are either silage or corn stalk bales here, by the way. Again, obviously, having the texture is missing from them. It'd be nice to maybe fix that. But then the two I want, Farming Simulator 25 is like right around the corner. So it's like, I don't know, is it really worth it? We'll see once, maybe. All right, we'll head over to the field, see once what we got here. I should be able to pick those up, no problem. I haven't really quite figured out how many this trailer holds. It seems like it holds a different amount every time, so... Probably should check and see how the cows are looking here as well. When's the last time we checked them here? From the looks of it, it's probably been a little while. We could probably actually maybe take this load straight into the cows. Again, with the cows, Evan, I am only giving them silage here. We're not taking the time to make the mixed rations, Evan. We have 500? Yeah, we got 500 cows here, Evan. So, yeah, taking the time to make that much mixed rations, I don't know about that. If we had the barn, and again, Evan, initially with this series, I was hoping to use the barn I had on my last series of videos, Evan, on my last map. I was hoping to use that barn because that barn has an option for an automatic feeding system. The one we have now obviously does not. So, if we did the automatic feeding system, we could just, dump our material in, straw, fertilizer, fertilizer. Maybe not fertilizer, but straw, hay, silage, that type of thing. And then the barn itself would just take care of the automatic feeding, right? So we don't have to worry about it. But, yeah, the current barn, we'd have to make all those mixed rations. I don't know about you folks. I don't feel like making 100 batches of mixed rations here, especially with bales and stuff like that. Sounds like a little too much work there, if you ask me. And, given the point, too, as I was talking about here a few episodes back of one, we were adding up how much money we have in bales there. If we sold those bales, we got close to like a couple $1 million worth of bales sitting there we could just sell. Like, straight up money in the bank, Evan. Straight up money in the bank. Still makes me question, are we making more money that way, or would we be making more money just straight up selling bales? Gotta wonder, Evan. Gotta wonder. Curiosity, this baler, it's not the corner of the field. No, this must not be the corner of the field. It's the one over here, isn't it? Yeah, we probably should have gotten down to that and baled some of that there. The baling course probably avoided that section, so I guess the baler isn't too far away. Maybe if I can, I'll try to remember here. Any more? Oh, there's one more over there. Yeah. Try to remember before I leave this area here with the baler. We'll go down there and quick bale that up there. Hopefully, throw that in the baler. Shouldn't be a whole lot. Just get that used up. Is there a bale way over there yet? Oh, okay. There's a bale here too. Thankfully, we got the C Bales mod, so we can always check the map if we think we're missing any. there, and then, like I said, I think I see one way over here, yeah, which, the map does elaborate that, so... Oh, yeah, in case you can't tell, one, yep, I didn't have course play set quite correctly on the offsets there. So that's, for those who wonder, that's what happened there. Got a couple rounds in, I'm like, oh, that's definitely not right. And then, of course, you can tell, too, on the first time around the field here, because of the fence and stuff, I simply just have to skip the first headland. And I don't know why I haven't thought of that one. But Courseplay has the ability to, change your offsets along the headland, right? I just need to create a extra offset along the headland. We just won't mow that. Or, actually, you know what? Here's an idea, one. Technically, it would be the wrong way to do this. We could have Courseplay go the wrong way around the field, maybe. I believe there's an option for that. So rather than going, how's this, clockwise? I presume this is probably clockwise we're going at the moment. Just have them go counterclockwise, maybe? Well then, that's a weird bale pickup pattern there. No idea. Gonna put one there now, huh? Like I said, I have not quite figured out how this baler stacks its bales. Yeah, again, there's typically, I think, supposed to be one in here, and usually it does put. And actually, I think not supposed to be one here. I don't know. It seems like it stacks them different every time. So whatever. Anyway, we're gonna let Courseplay finish that. We're gonna hop back over to our field 79 here. This is our Clover field. Continue chopping this here, everyone. Again, if you remember from last episode, there's nothing we can do with the chop clover from what I can tell. And in fact, all this chopper is literally doing, everyone, is literally just picking it up. So the chopper, I don't believe, is actually even doing anything here in this case, everyone. The chopper's just picking it up, putting it in the wagon. So literally, we could just buy a pickup wagon and do the same thing. Probably be faster, quicker, easier, but it's probably more fun this way, arguably. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe. It's also starting to get dark out. We better hurry up and get this job done here, because doesn't look like this contraption here has a whole lot of lights on it. It's not like your newer machinery nowadays, Evan. You got lights all over the place, right? You hit the light switch and looks like the sun is started up right on some of this equipment nowadays, but older equipment, yeah, look at that. I mean, we got, unless I'm missing it here, it looks like we got one rear light. It's just, sort of useful, I guess, maybe. It's got one. Got one. Looks like we do at least have 4 front lights. I mean, wow, nowadays we have probably no less than a dozen lights on the front and about 2 dozen on the back, maybe. Maybe a slight exaggeration there, but you folks get the idea, right? And not only do we have lights on the front and back, we also got lights on the side too. So we got side lights, front lights, low lights, high lights, back lights. Further back lights. Let's see, and we are full. We're gonna take this up to the fermenting silo here. Oh, I thought the mower was done. Yeah. Okay. Were we still mowing yet last episode? I could have swore we were done mowing this one last episode. Maybe not. I thought this field was finished. Okay, nearest my point. Just keep on going there, bud. I'm not sure why it's not finished. Yeah, weird. Could potentially look at maybe running the rake across this field. That would make picking this up just a little bit quicker. And I don't know that we're going to pick this entire field up. We might just the heck with it. And we'll just bale the rest of it. Probably could use some more bales here anyway. We didn't get as many as I thought we would have gotten off the alfalfa field there. Surprisingly, we have not ran out on the cows yet. I was kind of worried about that initially, getting through winter one, but seemed like it worked out pretty good. So, okay, switch around to that. Oh yeah, that's right. We got to go over here and look at this a couple times till we get to chaff. I believe it was. Hit the check mark there, and look at that. Now we empty. I mean, same amount of material, just we got to change what type it is. So it actually works, right? Kind of annoying, but Just a reminder here, by the way, if you haven't already clicked the subscribe button, don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. Don't forget, too, if you like the video, click the thumbs up icon there. And if you'd like to join us on our multiplayer servers, you'll find that information down below in the description there. As I've mentioned before, we will probably have some Farming Simulator 25 servers as well. Whether or not that'll be up day one, I don't know on that one, Evan. See how quickly we can get that, but... And, of course, along with those live streams, Evan, and we got Farming Sim at 25 right around the corner of it, so we'll probably have some live streams coming up on that as well, so stay tuned for that. But, yeah, Farming Sim at 25 and 22 for that matter, if you'd like to catch those live streams. Obviously, Evan, there wasn't any live streams there last week. I was ill. Still am... I don't know if I'd say I'm 100% yet, but I'm definitely doing better. You folks can probably tell that here today. Sound a little bit better here today. Getting better here slowly, but surely. You know, again, just one of those long-lasting, nasty head colds, Evan. You know, the ones that just take months. Well, maybe, okay, maybe weeks. How about weeks? Take weeks to get over. You know, some of the head colds, again, you just a couple days and you're better. And this is one of those ones that is just absolute joyful humdinger that, yeah. So, yeah, hopefully we'll be back with live streams here again this week, everyone. Again, that is a little bit dependent somewhat on the baby as well, but we'll hopefully be back. Kind of dark here. See what we got for lights. That backlight, that backlight doesn't appear to actually even work. I mean, you folks see any backlight? Nope. I don't see any backlight. That's a front light option, though. 1, 2. Oh, there's... Okay, that's the backlight, but the backlight doesn't actually work. Okay. That's supposed to be the backlight one, but it doesn't actually do anything. Or, well... No, it doesn't actually do anything. I was thought maybe I seen it way back there for a minute, but nope. Second front light option. And third front light option. Like brights and brighters. Okay. Actually, what does that actually do? Oh, there's actually some here. Okay, I didn't even see those. So, though, that turns on those. It turns on the back, which does nothing. That turns on that. And then that one actually doesn't visually change any of that. The actual lights just turns on bright, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. That's one of the things, at least graphically speaking, I'm hoping Farming Simulator 25 will finally fix the, lights and stuff like that in the game. Because, I mean, let's face it, lighting in the game is, how do we put this? Non-existent. Yeah, you turn your lights on and, yeah, like, where's the shadows? And, like, it just shines right through equipment. Not maybe a real good example here with this particular chopper because they're all front lights. But, yeah, there's no sort of shadow, no sort of realism at all when it comes to lights there, everyone. The sun, if you want to call it that here in the game, the light from the sun is the only one that actually casts any sort of shadow, which I guess we should be at least thankful we got that one. If I remember correctly, I don't think that was even an option here. Oh, it was probably, Farming Sim 17 or something like that when we finally had the lights from the sun. Farming Sim 25 is, or Farming Simulator, I'm sorry, just like Farming Simulator in general has never been known for their real good graphics, if you ask me. At least as far as like the, really setting the tone. Higher quality, again, casting shadows and, stuff like that, right? Light rays. I think they made a big deal of light rays, didn't they? If I remember correctly, they made a big deal of light rays here. Was that... Oh, that was probably a couple months ago when they were really hyping that one up. I mean, it's cool and all, but I mean, yeah, wow. Farming Sim 25 is going to finally have light rays. I mean, that's only existed for like the last 15 years or something like that, I do believe. Most games have had that now for like 15 years now. At least, Farming Simulator's finally getting it. Anyway, let's head over to the comment section here a moment and see what Tommy had to say, or what the comments had to say. Starting off with Tommy here. Tommy was saying 4-H harvester, the Krone Big X 1180 is 1,156 horsepower. The Fendt Ideal Combine is 790 horsepower. Oh, wow. I didn't realize the Fendt Ideal was that high. That's almost 800 horsepower on that one there. The John Deere X9 1100 is 690 horsepower. They say another 100 horsepower on the Fendt Ideal there. Kind of interesting, you know, because, again, John Deere X9 1100 is a large combine, shall we say. John Deere's the largest at the moment. At only 690, you know, compared to Fendt Ideal 10T, they're at 790 horsepower. You know, again, it's not all horsepower when it comes to the combines, but it does help, of course. Not sure what class that puts the Fendt Ideal 10 in then, but seems like it'll be a little bit higher than class 10. Let's see. Norton was saying you should vote early and vote often. Yes. Not a whole lot I can say anymore, I guess, because, you know, by the time you folks watch this video, voting will be done. You know, unless, of course, maybe a certain somebody hasn't won, then we'll have to keep voting until, you know, we get some more ballots. Folks, you know what I'm talking about in that one, right? I mean, boy, probably better be careful on that one. We'll get video demonetized and banned and all that good stuff, you know. But, yeah. Obviously, day I'm recording this, gentlemen, it is Election Day here in the U.S., November 5th here today. November 5th is Election Day, so as Norton was saying here, vote early and vote often. Yep. And then we'll take a week to count the ballots. I mean, no, did I say that out loud? Oh, I'm telling you, folks. Better watch it here. Bud was saying I added alfalfa and clover to those silos. The American Silos Plus will take the alfalfa and clover. In the upper screen, it said fermented CCM when you are in the bunker. American Silo Plus will take... okay. Yeah, he says he added alfalfa and clover to those. When I said silo, I'm sure he's talking about this one here. And let's switch that. Okay, I don't know why that's... oh, there we go. I don't know why that changed type, so that's kind of weird. Not quite the right spot. Oh, I didn't change type. Why did it not change? Okay, what happened to... where did our chaff go? It was on it. Check. There we go. I don't know why that didn't work the first time. That was weird. There we go. Now it's undone. Okay, so yeah, like Bud was saying, fix the silos. I don't know. We'll probably just keep doing this for now. Again, farming sim at 25 right around the corner, everyone. So, then he said the American Silo Plus will take alfalfa and clover. Okay. In the upper left of the screen, you said fermented CCM when you were in the bunker. Oh. I don't think you were supposed to have the Maize Plus mod with this, were you? Wouldn't the fermented CCM take the Maize Plus? Maybe I'm thinking of a different one there, everyone. Any next comment here from Christopher. Christopher was saying, good video, keep it up. Hey, thank you very much for that. Oh, where did we leave off at? We left off somewhere over there, didn't we? Okay, back where we came from. Hoover was asking, are you going to be able to do the game early on November 8th? Great video. Hey, thank you very much for that. You know what? That is a good question. I should probably look into that. I don't know on that one. If not, we'll just keep... well, even if we do have one, we'll probably keep playing Farming Simulator 22 here until 25. That, for those who wanted, that is the plan, by the way. I will be continuing this series here until Farming Simulator 25 is like actually released. Which again, coming up here in a couple of days. Well, yeah, less than a week here at this point. Jess was saying, bro, I love you so much. Sure, okay. You saved my hours and hours of gaming because I accidentally deleted my save game. Again, I'm going to mention this comment. I don't mention it. Well, actually, I do mention it quite frequently, but I think it's worth mentioning here again, everyone. For those of you not familiar with it, Farming Simulator does have an automatic save game backup feature here. If you're not familiar with that, check out my video on how to restore your save game if you ever accidentally delete it or it's corrupted, something goes wrong. Again, Farming Simulator has an automatic save game backup feature. Again, why Giants doesn't advertise this more, I don't know. They don't advertise it at all, to my knowledge, nor is there any sort of feature in the game that actually uses it. So it's a bit of a manual process. It's nothing you have to turn on when it is on automatically, and it's always happening. So literally, if something goes wrong with your save game, you should have no excuse. You should be able to get it back. And again, if you're not familiar with how to use it, just like that, go check out my video on. And it's basically the same for every single version of Farming Simulator. Be curious to see if it's the same for Farming Simulator 25 or not. Hopefully that'll remain the same. Nice little feature there that Giants has in the game. Again, why they don't advertise it, I don't know of one, but hey, at least we're trying to make everyone aware that if something goes wrong, everyone, you should be able to get your save game back. You might lose a couple hours of work, maybe. It depends what goes wrong, Evan. In theory, I think if you're using the autosave mod, which I would highly recommend everyone do, unless of course you're on the console, you don't have an option, but you need to be using the autosave mod. And I can hear you folks say, well, why use the autosave mod? Farming Simulator has autosave built into it, right? Yes, Evan, Farming Simulator does have autosave built into it, but Giants in their infinite wisdom have made it so the autosave only works if you go to the menu. So let's say you're just maybe playing along and you just never go to the menu. Well, guess what? Your autosave doesn't work. It doesn't autosave. So, highly recommend get the autosave mod. The autosave mod forces the game to autosave regardless of menu. So just, and you folks have seen it as I'm recording. Pretty much once or twice every single episode of one. Maybe 3 times if we're really unlucky. But usually once or twice every episode of one. We'll have an autosave. I think I've got mine set to every 15 minutes. So, at most of them, we lose 15 minutes of work. And then the automatic save game backup feature would save that. So, again, 15 minutes, maybe an hour at the most of a loss of work. Maybe something went wrong in the last couple save games, Evan. So maybe then you lose a couple hours worth of work or a couple days worth of work. Again, really shouldn't be an excuse for losing it. So, we should go check on the baler here as well. We'll top this one off. We'll go check on him, everyone. Mower's about finished there from the looks of it. And as I was hoping to, everyone, we haven't really had any issues with the mower going up and down the field. We had all kinds of issues with the mower going round and around the field. That was just an absolute nightmare there, everyone. Again, for some reason, that mower just kept getting stuck going up hills and certain turns. Like, oh my goodness. But up and down the field, it's been good. Way it's supposed to be there, if you ask me. To the next headland here. I don't remember how many headlands I had on this field here, but seems like we've been going on this headland here for quite a while. One more left to go here after this one. Like I said, we'll fill this trailer up, and once it's full, we'll check and see how the balers are doing. Should be about done. And don't let me forget, too, everyone, we need to go bale the back portion of that field there. We got a little bit of grass on the ground. It should actually be grass too, because I don't think we planted that section of the field. So take the biggest wind rower we have running across the field here a couple times. We can make this all probably disappear in a couple passes if we wanted to. This means we'd fill up a little bit quicker, though. Yep, I think we better turn our lights on now. And it's starting to get a little dark. Just me out here, so there's no winners or losers in the light game, right? The obvious goal, of course, being I want to be the last person to turn your lights on in the field, right? I don't know if that's a good... that's probably not really a good game to be playing there, if you think about it. Everyone, like, see if you can be the last one to turn your lights on in the dark. Yeah, that's probably not the greatest of games to be playing, especially, with, $1 million pieces of machinery, basically. I know, kind of sort of technically cheating here when it comes to unloading this car, but hey, it works, right? So, let's see. Chaff, check. Unload. Perfect. Okay, well, let's unload. Let's go check and see what's how our baler's doing over here. Is he done? No, he's got a bale in his way. Okay. Just move that out of his way there a minute. So we've got a couple more bales on the field here. Wow. 5 bales on this field here so far. I'm like, we only got, what, 12 off the other one. 5 on this one? That doesn't seem quite right. Probably should check and make sure we're all fertilized up and all that good stuff here as well. Well, I think it's probably safe to say we won't. Oop, look out for the bale there. Hey, who's driving this thing anyway? What? Oh, come on now. Really? As soon as I touch the bale, it's full. I beg to differ. Let's see. Yeah. At least see if we can get this on the trailer, Evan. There we go. Trying to at least get it so it's same orientation as the rest. I don't know why. Come on now. Should at least be room right here, right? There we go. Look at that. Turn the straps off and back on there for a second. And back to the farmyard we go. We'll just, I don't know if we can take this straight in the barn or not. Might have to at least knock the top bales off of it, and then we can just take it straight in the barn. And then we can fill those cows right up here. Running the white 2-155 on this here, by the way. That'll probably be the the biggest thing you always miss about the new version of Farming Simulator. Everyone, you start the new version of Farming Simulator and all the nice little mods you have. It's like, oh man, don't have that mod anymore. Don't have that mod. More than likely, I mean, at some point they'll eventually come out, right? It's just when the game first starts, I mean, usually you don't have any mods or very limited mods, and or the mods you have are well, add money to the game. Those seem like they're always the first ones that come out, right? Your government subsidy mod, or just outright just cheat mod, right? Which game's pretty basic, like you don't really need mods to cheat money, but there are. Okay, let's see what's here. How many of these bales do we have to take off here to fit the shed? Like I said, I don't think we have any of the top layer ones on here, I don't think. Well, maybe we can. I want to try pulling in here like this, because if I do have one, then I'm going to have to like back up if we can't actually make it, so. Okay, no, I do have to get rid of the top 3, it looks like. Top 3, gotta go. which might be fun because I might have to like turn the straps off, carefully extract those bales. Okay, well, we can at least try to do this somewhat properly here, everyone. And yes, I noticed it's time to finish recording here this episode. This shouldn't take us too long, hopefully. He says he drives the slowest vehicle in the game. Or one of the slowest vehicles in the game. Skid steer's obviously never known for being particularly quick. Maybe I better back up a little bit so we're not putting any sort of stress on the trailer. There we go. I like that. Turn the straps off. A little bit of weight there. Okay, just need to get that one last one there. We should be good. Like I said, drive it straight in the shed. We'll see once how much of this the cows want. Wow, got all three spikes in it there. Okay, there we go. I think on that note, we'll wrap it up here for today's episode. Like I said, I'm going to take this, drive it into the cow barn there. Nothing really particularly exciting there. So again, everyone, thanks for watching. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching. And until next time.